Hi, and welcome to Live, Learn, Inspire, the place where we like to share inspiring, informative, or educational stories. I'm your host, Albert Emmanuel, together with co-host Serge Balole Gamwanya. And we have an exciting guest with us today at the studio. So welcome to the podcast, Ghanaba.
Thank you.
Yeah. Before we kickstart, right, I just have one question for you. So you are an artist and you chose a name that's like a declaration, right?
Yeah.
So why is it you call yourself Ghanaba, and what's the story behind it?
Well, first of all, I would say I am from a background or a culture where nicknames are very big. Like through the education system, going through primary school, junior high, etc. You always get a nickname in school.
I see.
Right. So it's either you are part of the cool group or the losers, right? And it's not a good thing, but that is basically the reality there. And you can get a name because you're the one always asking questions to the teachers and making people wait to get their break, or and then you can get a nickname because maybe you're part of the cool sports group or the entertainment group, etc. So I've had like different names, and I used to say, it's like wherever I go, I get a new name.
That's
right?
it.
Because through my whole upbringing from primary school, I had a nickname. Junior high, I had a nickname. And then when I started doing music, I also got a nickname. So basically, I've been called names like Redemption back in junior high.
Really?
I've been called Stranger. I've been called Black Ghost when I started making music. But that is where it's kind of gets exciting because Black Ghost was actually a name that I liked because I could kind of relate to it in a way. But then my mom and my dad didn't like it. Like my family members didn't like it. It was like, Ghost, why are you calling yourself Ghost? That's not good energy. So
African parents.
Yeah, so in the long run, I was like, okay, I'm making music. What do I relate to the most when I'm doing music? And it's basically Ghana. Right. So then I had to pick something that gives meaning. And Ghanaba basically means son or child of Ghana. Right. So Ba means child. So that's how I picked the name, and it's been my artist name since.
Awesome. Yeah.
Basically,
I've heard of Ghost and what's the other one?
Stranger.
Yeah. Those ones I've heard of. But Redemption, that's new, man.
That's a new
Redemption, that was like way back in Ghana because
Why did they call you that? Why did they call you Redemption?
Redemption. Okay, I actually inherited that name because the culture in Ghana is pretty colorful. There's a lot when you're going to school in Ghana. It's not, it's entertaining, right?
I see.
But in school in Ghana, we have, when you come as a freshman, you have a school father. Yes.
Okay.
So my school father was Redemption.
Okay.
So while he was still in the school, I was Junior Redemption. Exactly. So when he left, I inherited the name Redemption. And then I held on to it until I started making music in around like 8th grade. And they were like, yo, this is strange. We've never seen you do this. But I got the name Stranger from that. And then it started like, basically. So
but
there's a lot of history.
That Ghost, the Black Ghost, right? How did you get into that? And also, I'm just curious.
I think it was also given to me by another person, like acquaintance, who was at a concert that we had. This is probably 2012 or something.
In Trondheim?
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And normally when I'm on stage, I have my sunglasses.
I see.
Right. So I had this comment from one of it was a girl. She was like, it's like you're a whole different person when you're on stage. It's like we don't know who you are. It's like, and I'm like, nah, because I feel invisible when I'm on stage. And she was like, okay, so you're basically like a ghost. I was like, damn, I like that. So, right?
Nice one.
And I wasn't trying to be just ghost. I had to specify that, Black Ghost.
Nice one.
That's basically how it came up.
All right.
So That's how the name came. But so far, I think Ghanaba is the one that gives more meaning to me.
Definitely.
And that is why it's my...
You can also see that that's why, like, good artists, the moment he was probably at a concert and somebody's like, so you're basically a ghost. It's like, oh, you just gave me something right there. So I'm gonna use it. You know, like, you just pick up things. It's so amazing to watch people having a brain like that. So
exactly. And it lasted for like
really
2-3 years. And then parents were like, nah, change the name. So
you mentioned Stranger as well. How did you get it? I didn't get that.
Oh, Stranger, it was in the story about the nicknames. Like when I started rapping in school, it was like, we've never seen you do this. This is strange. So that was when that name also came. You're a stranger. We don't know you.
And that was already in Norway, right?
Yeah, that was in 9th grade.
I see. Yeah. Cool. But in addition to that, I'm sure you have of course, Ghanaba, child of Ghana.
Yeah.
But what is your Ghanaian name?
My Ghanaian name?
Yeah.
I am Kwame.
Kwame.
Yes.
Is that Wednesday or Sunday?
So in Ghana, everybody has a name connected to the day of the week that you're born.
Exactly. Yeah,
so if you're born on Saturday, like I am, then your name is Kwame. Basically, yes. Okay. So, Kofi Annan was born on Friday.
I see.
Kojo, Ajua, and it's like female versus male. You have a female name for Saturday and a male name for Saturday. So Kwame and Ama.
Okay.
Basically.
Yeah, which means I'm Kofi in Ghana, right? So I'm
You're
a
Kofi
Friday.
in Ghana. Yeah.
By the way, one time we were here, what you were saying, we had a guest here, and he also said his day of the name. And I couldn't find mine.
Yeah, that's it.
Man, now it's Sunday.
Sunday.
I don't know what is in Ghana. Sunday.
In Sunday you are Kwesi.
Kwesi. See, I'm Kwesi.
Kwesi.
Just figure it out. I'm Ghanaian.
And it makes sense. It makes sense when you kind of translate it to Twi or Akan, which is the Ghanaian language.
Yeah.
Because Kwesi, Sunday is Kwesi Ada. So Kofi, Friday, Fi Ada. Yeah, basically. Yeah. So it's always connected to
bit of history.
I'm Ghanaian.
Exactly.
I'm Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Everybody is Ghanaian.
We all go
as long as you adopt the name, you're Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Nice one.
Good, man.
So you pointed out basically you started music a bit in Ghana, right? And if I recall correctly, there is this talent shows, right? And that's something you started when you were in Ghana.
It wasn't a talent show. I've been in talent shows in Norway.
Okay.
But in Ghana, it was more like the school system. We have like entertainments, Ghana has the Harry Potter kind of strict school system, right? And everything is in a system. So if you're going as a boarder, which is like you're staying in the school and you come home after the semester, you go back to school.
Boarding school, basically.
We have like on Saturdays, we have these entertainment nights where people come out and show their talents, and we have DJs playing, etc.
Yeah.
And besides that, we also have like talent shows in the school where people that maybe have made music or stuff like that come and show what they've done. And I did some performances in school, and that is actually where I also got the recognition from people like, oh, we didn't know you used to do this, or we didn't know you can do this. So my first, like when I got these names that I was given, like the stage names, everything came from these talent shows. Exactly.
I see.
So
So you're basically killing it in school.
I wasn't killing it until I started killing it.
Yeah.
So basically, like I was just a random nobody. But then when I went to school, like as a freshman, I had like family members in the school that was a little bit older.
I see.
So I was basically hanging out with the older group.
Right?
Because a freshman, they're not going to allow you to be making music and being popular and stuff like that.
Of course
so, but then I had like, that connection with
the exposure
one person
this,
that was a little bit in that group. And I'm like, okay. I tried my luck one time with a verse. And they were like, whoa, we didn't know you had that. And then I had to perform with them on one talent show, and that's where it started. So then I started writing myself and trying to,
I've always been curious. I don't know. I mean, I've like enough been lucky enough to know you and have you around as a brother and a friend, I've always wondered which artist made you start rapping? Like,
that I think most people know, but I grew up in a Christian home, so we listened to a lot of gospel. I mean, in our house, you will hear a lot of gospel. But then, sometimes we have one personality at home and then a different personality when we're out with our friends and in school, especially in school.
Yeah.
So basically, that is when I discovered what kind of music I wanted to do. I liked music like throughout. But when I started junior high school, that was when I started listening to underground rap. And then to Dirty South, and then specifically Chameleonaire. The guy that be doing that. They see me rolling,
with the long dreads and
basically.
Businessman.
So I started listening to him, and at a point, people started saying I sounded like him because basically I was just starting and I was copying everything he was doing until I found my own like style.
Voice,
So Chameleonaire and all the southern rappers like Dirty South rap.
Did you also walk around with the big chains and then a glass with a drink in it like Chameleonaire used to do?
There were chains. There were chains back in the days, but no like bling bling or grills or stuff like that. Yeah? But there were chains.
That's where I remember him from. Chameleonaire would come on stage, huge black glasses.
Yes.
Big t-shirt, you know. All the teeth, you can't see anything but bling everywhere.
The glasses was probably adopted from that style of Chameleonaire.
Well, I mean, he has rebranded in a way just to become fully a businessman. Like the way he's. I don't see the bling blings no more.
No. Smart man now. Smart man.
Yeah.
Money.
He's still releasing music, but not as he used to. He's more a businessman.
Yeah, he's more of a businessman, right? So I think there's a lot of rappers that have taken that route,
Exactly.
But that means you started rapping in Ghana.
I started rapping in Ghana.
Yeah.
But then there was a little bit of a gap between starting in Ghana, moving here, and then it took some time before I started here again because new country, everything is unfamiliar, and then you have to adjust first before you start finding the little corners where you can do things the way you want to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And how was that transition for you, moving from Ghana to Norway?
It was sweet and sour kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, because it was in Ghana, everybody's like, when you hear, like, we call it abroche. It's like outside Ghana, the white man's country, basically. So everybody is like excited to travel when they get
what was the word again?
Abroche.
Abroche.
Outside.
Abroche. Okay. Nice one. Yeah.
So it's like, as kids, we didn't know anything. That woke culture wasn't there as a kid. You just like, Ghana. I'm in Ghana. I want to travel. And I've seen a lot of Hollywood movies. Everybody thinks traveling outside is America, USA, because that's what they see on the TV. So for me, it was very exciting. But at the same time, it was like, I had friends in Ghana. I feel like I was established in Ghana.
Absolutely.
I was now finding myself, my identity, everything. The only thing that was very, very good in that situation was that I left Ghana right before our final exams. So I didn't have to study. So that was good. That was good. So I didn't have
Is
to
it
study.
because you weren't prepared? Or,
I wasn't prepared. I was like, nah. So it was good. And I remember the last weeks, I wasn't listening to anybody. Teachers would talk. I'm like, I ain't here next week, man. So yeah.
Going.
But then the transition was also a little bit emotional because we were going to a place where my mom was. It was kind of, you have friends on one side, you have your family on the other side, right? And it was exciting because, okay, we're going to see our mom again. She's been gone for 5-6 years, right? So that was the sweet. And then the bitter was leaving your friends, everything that you started back then. You don't know who you're going to meet on the other side. But at the same time, it's exciting because, okay, mom is there. And then it's probably what we've been seeing on TV. Hollywood. You can eat as much as you want. You can eat all the sweets or the toys, So it was exciting. Yeah.
So you thought you were also going to America, or you knew Norway's in Europe? And
I had never heard of Norway in my life. So it was more like, we're just traveling. Yeah. I heard of Norway when my mom moved to Norway.
I see,
That little country. And my mom be sending pictures. It was like, it actually looks beautiful. But why haven't we heard about Norway? And I was like, okay. But it's fun. It's fun. Let's go and see how it works. Yeah. And then I heard it was very cold. And that experience, I still remember it. Yeah. Every time I see the winter, the snow, I'm like, I remember the first time. And it's always in March. Because that was when we came out of step out of the flight, the plane. Yeah. And then you just feel the breeze. It's a cold breeze. It's a freezer. So I remember that feeling every time. Like every March, I remember it. Wow. And it's the same. Leaving Ghana. And going back to Ghana, you step out of the flight and then the heat. So those two feelings are very,
Yeah. You mentioned 5-6 years, right? So what age were you when you moved to Norway and reunited with your mom?
I was 15.
All right.
Yes. So I was 15 when I moved here. That was about 2005. Yes. Yeah. And my mom had been here for 6 years.
Yeah. Wow.
So suddenly I've been here for 20 plus years.
Damn.
Time flies. Yeah.
Time flies.
Still remember the first day you arrived?
I remember the first meal I had.
Oh, yeah?
The smell.
What meal was it?
Bro, chicken and chips. And it wasn't any fancy chicken and chips. It was like, you know that thing that you just put in the oven, just that.
Okay,
chips, chicken, put in there, take it out, ketchup. Simple.
What else you need, bro?
I remember that. It was cold, but when I got that chicken, I was like, wow. I'm staying here. Yeah.
This is good. Yeah. It didn't even take that long to be made.
Yeah. I was sold after that chicken and chips.
Yeah. Nice one. And so you moved to Norway, and where in Norway was that, and how was that? Basically, again, you had to learn a new language, adapt to the culture, right? Just walk us through that. How was that?
Well, basically, the system is not. There's not that much difference. But then, obviously, there was still some shocks in between, like the transitioning. Okay. First and foremost, we moved to a place like in a smaller place than I'm used to. I'm more like a big city guy. So now we moved to a place where everybody basically knows everybody.
Yeah. When you say big city guy, is that because you were living in Accra, Ghana?
In Accra, yes.
Understood.
Right.
Yeah.
So everybody knows everybody. They heard about me before I even got there. Right. So it's like people are expecting that, there's a new guy coming. And it's a black guy coming. Like there's no black guy in that area.
Oh, shit.
So it was exciting for them. And it was exciting for my mom because my mom had got to know a lot of people like in the community. So most of them knew that, my mom's children are coming. Exactly. So the weather was a shock, but then we lived through it. It was good. And then we started school. Yeah. And then we started playing football and, all these things to get included. So one of the biggest shock, I would say, is the school system. Because I stepped in the class, like I said, everybody knew that there's a new guy coming. So they were on their best behavior. But even then, when I say they were on their best behavior, it's because they will be giving you like special treatment and, I don't need the special treatment.
How was that?
But they'll be giving you special treatment and it's like, no, it makes you feel different, even though it's not, the intention is not bad.
No.
So they were on their best behavior to that level. But then at the same time, it was very shocking because when I entered the classroom the first day, people were all over the place. Compared to Ghana. In Ghana, when the class starts, you sit down, your teacher gets in, you get up, greet the teacher.
Exactly.
Good morning, madam.
You're asked to sit down, and then you can sit down.
Yeah.
I got into this class, I'm sitting down, teacher gets in, I stand up, everybody else is sitting.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, yo.
What's going on?
What is this? And it doesn't stop there because I stand up, it gets awkward, I sit down again. And then I hear people calling the teacher referring to the teacher by their first name.
Oh.
I'm like, you dare not do that in Ghana, right? It's Mr. This, Mrs. This, nothing else.
What will happen if you do that in Ghana?
Bro, back in the days, I don't know if it's still like that, but there are punishments for that.
Sure, right? Like that, man.
And like I said earlier, it's that kind of strict Harry Potter, Hogwarts kind of style. So there is always a punishment for something. You always have to be on your best behavior. So even though they were on their best behavior, for me, it was more like, I was a little bit shocked. But then the funny part is, it didn't take 2 weeks, I was like them. Basically. So I basically switched and like a chameleon, I just entered. I adapted.
He just said it like a chameleon. Which favorite artist? Chameleon. It's all hello.
So basically, I just adapted. I was basically like them.
Exactly.
That's good, man. So you kind of like, oh, you keep rubbing more on me. Yes, keep me special attention. I like it now.
At the same time, I didn't want to be that one that is like, oh, you're different, so we have to give you special treatment. No. If you go to Rome, you do what Romans do. It's not always the case, but in this case, it's like that is how the system is here. So why not?
Did someone actually explain to you that actually this is how people behave here, or you never got that explanation?
No, because of the language, I had. When there was Norwegian class, I had an assistant teacher.
Okay.
So sometimes I would just comment on stuff like that, and she'd be like, "Yeah, that's how it is here." And she had traveled a lot, so she knew like the differences.
I see.
It made a lot of sense, though.
Yeah.
So
All right, cool. And I'm guessing you were 14, 15 when you got into Norway. That means you would have been in year 9, year 8.
Yeah, I was supposed to be in year 9.
Okay.
No, actually, I was supposed to be in year 10. But then because of the language, I can't just go from year 10 and then start high school again.
I see.
So then I went back to year 9.
So
I started in year 9. It took me 1 year. I was speaking the language. And then year 10. And then I went like to a special language course for 1 year again before I started the regular senior high school.
Okay.
How can I ask, how was for you? Because I also took one, they call it mushmol in Norwegian. So I also took it. How was it for you? Did you find it be fun? Did you learn a lot from it?
But when you say mushmol, what do you mean? Like
mushmol is like, how can I put this? It's for everyone who's coming to Norway who does not speak the language. But if you see
like
that,
the mother tongue, you have an exams in the mother tongue, is it?
You do, you do. But if they see that you are excelling a little bit better than other in class, then they move you to that mushmol so that you can. They see like, okay, you've come further learning the language than the rest of the non-Norwegian speaking.
Okay.
All right. So they will move you faster up high, and then that way you learn faster until you basically is out.
The regular classing,
I feel like for me it was a smooth transitioning because starting in 9th grade with regular Norwegian kids actually boosted me. It boosted the motivation to actually want to learn because you don't want to be that guy who is in class and you're just there, you don't understand the jokes that they're making, you don't understand anything that's going on. So personally, I feel like it was a smooth transition because I was motivated to learn and be able to communicate with them.
All right, nice one. And so in year 9, I'm guessing that's also where you might have met a lot of other young individuals, maybe from a foreign background as well, right? And of course, you spent about 1 year to learn the language, right? So was that also after the 1 year that you also started getting back into the music, or how was it?
It probably took more than that. And like I said, we moved to a place where like it wasn't very familiar for me. It was a small place and the kind of stuff I do for entertainment wasn't that popular there, right? So I had to move to the city eventually. Actually, the family moved closer to the city eventually. And that was when I started senior high school.
All right.
So that was when I started meeting people. And
what city?
Trondheim, yes. So then that was when I started meeting people. And through school, I met people that looked like me, Africans, like for the first time, like, oh yeah, I mean, there are still people here.
That was after the 1 year? Or?
Yeah, that was like 2-3 years.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
So, of course, obviously, there was people in the small city too, a little bit of outside the city. And that I could meet, but not as friends. But when I started school in the city, I met a lot of people that had the same background as me, a lot of people that were doing the same things that I was doing. So that was when the interest to go back to music came back again. And it was always there, but I just didn't know where to start, basically. So through school, I met friends that had heard of this cultural center where people actually have the opportunity to come, get help to record songs, and then you also learn how to use the program and record your songs by yourself.
I see.
So basically, I was going there every day after school and writing lyrics, making music, and eventually I met people there doing the same thing. We connected. We started doing music together. That was basically
Isak, right?
Isak, yeah.
Isak, yeah.
All right, nice one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a nice arrangement. You know, getting the youths to be creative and just explore their talents, right? And if I recall correctly, you guys became a music group.
Yes.
Right.
So through that, some of the people that I met that were doing the same things that I was doing ended up becoming a regular at that cultural center in the studio. And then it's like you be in a room making your music and then you hear somebody making music. It's like, oh, damn, who is this? And you go check and like, oh, yeah, what's up, man? Through that, we made like some featurings here and there. And then eventually there was this organized event at one of the cultural centers as well, where we were invited to play. What we didn't know was that this was a TV crew that was doing a TV program as well.
Oh, really?
So they just kind of were recruiting people to come to that event.
And you were not aware?
We were not aware. But we knew that cultural center. We knew the people that worked there. So they had probably recommended us to them. Then we just went there. We had our performance. And then while we're sitting down having our refreshments afterwards, someone comes up to us and be like, who is the leader of this group? Everybody's pointing at me. I'm like, oh, I'm not the leader, but okay.
I'll take that.
So they were like, okay, so you guys are a group. Okay, fine. And then they were like, we're doing like a precast for this Norwegian Got Talent. So we would like, if you are interested, we would like you to feature on that. And then just like that, we started rehearsing to do that. And then we were on TV a couple of times. And then from there, we just basically started building upon like what we have done, like trying to do better than what we did yesterday, etc.
But I have because you just went pretty fast, man. Because being in Norwegian Got Talent, something big. Like, how was that experience for you guys? And you guys were pretty still new for you, basically new in Norway and a new group.
Yes.
So like, how was it? How did
I would say we learned a lot from that because, like you're saying, we were still new. And if we had known that was coming, we would have prepared like more than we did. Right. So then you do a good show, you do a good presentation of your art, and then maybe I think we went like 2-3 rounds in that competition. And then after that, we learned a lot from it because we also got a lot of feedbacks and we got a lot of people to work with. And I think that also kickstarted our career as well. Our career as well. So I think in the by doing that, we ended up kind of meeting people doing the same things that we're doing, artists doing the same thing that we're doing, collaborating with people and actually getting contacted to play shows in different cities, etc. So it was a good kickstart for us to get into the music, like for real.
Definitely.
And then after that, we what I meant by we learned a lot, right? So if we knew what was coming, we would have probably had like follow-ups, a lot of follow-ups with the music. Like, okay, after this, what are you going to release? After this, what are you going to release? But we learned that after the show.
I see.
So then that was when we started making more music and doing more concerts and doing more shows and then bringing people together. And it's been exciting, like all along throughout the career, basically.
Yeah, I mean, like you just pointed as well, right? Both of you, this was something that was very new for you guys, right? You were not aware of the show itself, right? And I think, I hope it has changed, right? But I think for most foreigners that comes to Norway, they don't really know how things work, right? They don't know how to start things, right?
Yes.
I think that's something we had with one of our guests previously on one episode.
Yeah.
You know, they played football, right? But they didn't really know about, you know, there's this, call it, gathering for talents, right? That was Mush. He didn't know that there was something like that until he was about to quit football. That's when they kind of told him, oh, you know what, maybe you can be, you
Come
know,
back and
selected for
join us,
this for this gathering, right? So sometimes we don't really know how we can be exposed or get opportunity to showcase our talents. Unless, you know, unless someone tells us, right? So, but anyway, that experience itself gave you guys the knowledge and experience, exactly, the platform to keep going.
But was it at the same time that you guys also were a member of the show? Was it a show? I remember what it was because you can explain better. Cypher, where you guys will go forward and rap, and then they will put it on YouTube. Each artist will go forward and
it was like a rap cypher.
It was a rap cypher.
This
was
was
at the same time?
No, this one was a later period. That was an initiative by a label called Attack Music, where they basically gathered all rappers and people with that kind of talent together just to kind of showcase what we have from Trondheim. So that was like a different project. And basically my group and I were parts of that project as well.
That was actually really
it's still
fire.
on YouTube.
It's still on YouTube. It's good. It's good.
Well, okay. So after the talent show, you guys started planning more, releasing more on a regular basis, right? So walk us through that. How was it still as a group, or people got occupied with studies, families, or how was it?
I mean, we've worked as a group for a long time, but then again, people go different directions in some time in life. And those that kind of keep going, they keep going because it's still the interest, it's still the motivation, right? But naturally in life, you have like people starting families, people going different direction, different dreams, etc. So those that are kind of still in that motivation, they keep going. So that's what I've done. And I still work with some of my friends and we do stuff together. But normally it's not as a group. My focus, just like my other crew members, my focus has also changed mostly towards Ghana now. So I'm doing a lot of music in Ghana and I'm trying to kind of enjoy music.
Definitely. I mean, Ghanaba, child of Ghana, of course. That's a declaration, man. That's not like any nickname. I'm declaring child of Ghana.
First time hearing you rap, I was like, my eyes popped and my brother, Dodio Bums, looked at me. He's like, I know, he got bums. I was like, I can hear. And you know, his little brother is my best friend. We grew up together, playing football together. We still are best friends until today. So we have a long story, you know.
All right. Nice one. Just taking you into your music, right? Because like you say, your focus is a lot on Ghana, right? And so, of course, I've checked your songs, your music. There are a few songs that I'm like, damn, I need to know more about this, right? So, Ayeko, if I'm saying correctly, right? What's the story behind it?
Ayeko is basically translated, well done.
Well done.
Yes. Nice. So I don't know if you've seen the video of that music. It's like a whole lot of people out hustling and, you know, in the music singing. And it's kind of a congratulations for what you're doing. Good job for what you're doing. So Ayeko basically means good job for the hard work you're doing, for the things you're doing for your country, you know, basically kind of praising people for the good things that they are doing out there.
Definitely. I mean, I could tell from the video as well, right? Because you guys are in the street, in the market, and you are, you know, basically singing to these ladies, everyone that are, you know, hustling, working hard to, and you kind of, and they seem happy to be part of the show as well, right?
I mean, it's a different energy because I have a lot of music videos in Ghana, and it's mostly because of the energy. It's very colorful. People are excited to be part of something like that. And there's a whole lot of talent in Ghana. So I like to kind of, it's a different energy. So I like to kind of switch my focus and put more energy in Ghana when I'm there, because it's easier to get people to understand what you're doing and be part of it. And also put in a whole lot of culture. There's a whole lot of culture in the things I do in Ghana.
So I have a question, because I know that a lot of people, both artists and life-wise, even myself, I had reasons why 2020 was so special for me. So what did you play at AECO 2020 in 2020? Basically, was it something? Is it because of Corona? Was it something that pushed you?
No, COVID actually messed up my plans.
That's I'm wondering why you had to go all the way to Africa.
COVID actually messed up my plans, because I'm in Ghana once a year. I try to go to Ghana once a year. And every time I'm in Ghana, I take some of the projects that I'm working on here, take it there, enhance it, and do something more with it. So in 2019, I was in Ghana. I did AECO, shot the music video, did everything around it. And the plan was to go back, release it, and then do all these like interviews and everything. But then COVID came. So man was stuck. Yes. So we were able to get radio plays, TV plays, etc. But the physical aspect of it was like everything was digital now. So the response, even though it was good, wasn't the way I expected it to be. It wasn't specifically about 2020, but it was more like I had a plan, and then COVID came, and I was like, okay, shift the focus, basically.
I get it. Because, I asked her because you say, AECO, you're doing good, you're doing great, the meaning of it. I was like, okay, was there something that happened during COVID that, had a meaning behind the song?
Yeah, it was just to praise our people back home for the hard work they are doing, because people are doing hard work and earning basically nothing. So it was just a song dedicated to them. And I like to dedicate songs to people normally.
Definitely, I hear that. And would you say that's the message that you try to share through your music, right? Because listening to Go Get As Well, I think it's a similar type of message that you're sharing there.
My message is I have like, different angles, right? But the cultural aspect of it is big. There's a lot of Ghana in my music, and there is a lot of like people in my music, and then there's that part where basically my mom is the foundation of every story I tell. So
big shout out to mommy.
So you'll find me making songs, and then you'll be hearing my mom's name here and there in the song. Because
I didn't get that though. I mean, I've listened to your song, but I didn't get your mom's name in it.
It's in some of the songs. So there's always like an inspiration back that, which is my mom, in the songs.
All right.
And then so it's like basically the culture, inspiration from my mom, and basically my daily life, how I've experienced growth, everything.
Well, it sounds like mom is an amazing woman. Would you, tell us what type of inspiration, what type of, especially, I'm just thinking of the sacrifice, being away from your child for over 5 to 6 years. Right? That sacrifice is huge, right? And then coming here, I'm sure she had to kind of explain to you and your siblings like, all right, this is Norway and this is how things are done in Norway, right? So you might see someone doing this, but that's just how they do it here in Norway, right? So walk us through some of these experiences or some of this advice that mom gave.
Well, advice, it was more like I watched and learned and adapted, right? So coming to Norway, it was like, it was exciting. So there wasn't much of like advice. It was more like, we're going to mom, that's it. And then we take it when we are there. And everything, if the questions come up, we answer the questions. But basically the inspiration connected to my mom comes from growing up, basically. Normally they say women are very strong. Women are very strong. Women need to be protected. God bless women, all these phrases. And it hits a lot when it comes to my mom as well. And shout out to women, because women do a lot that they don't get the recognition for, right? They don't get the Oscars for doing this or that. So I think women deserve the spotlight most of the time.
More praise.
But then I could also kind of specify it and say, God bless African women. And then I could go further and say, God bless Ghanaian women. And I could say, God bless my mom. And the reason is not to disregard other women, but it's more like that is the root or the
close
path.
to heart, right?
Yes, that is the path that I know. So all women are great. But then if I'm talking specifics, then I would say, God bless my mom.
Definitely.
Right. And now I'm talking about like the young, late 20s, 30s, just finished high school, got married, and then got kind of 2 kids, started, like life together, trying to build something. And then, the everyday struggle before we had a car to drive in, before we had that comfort of, going to school in a air conditioned, right? All those things. Before that, because this was in the starting stages. When I was just a little kid, my sister was a little kid. And that woman trying to get everything in place for the family, trying to get everything in place for herself, her family, her husband, everything. So imagine the rush hour. You're picking your kids from school. You have 1 kid on your back. You had 1 in your hand. You have a load on your head, and you're trying to catch the bus home. And everything is chaotic, right? So I was the kid on the back. And my mom was like, do I remember that? I remember so far back, the woman was, when we say strong woman, that's my mom. Because she was doing all these things. And it's not normal for people to, you have a load on your head. You have a kid on your back, you have 1 in your hand, you had your handbag, whatever, and then you're trying to go through the rush, the traffic, like it's crazy. So looking at that, and then you're building something, and then at the end of the day, you kind of have a setback, and then you have to restart again. That motivation of not giving up, but keep going until this day, right? And there's been a lot of sacrifices for other people than herself. And that's what I see in a strong woman. So when I say God bless my mom, that is basically it. And that is where I also picked up some of these character that I have as well. So I am a person that doesn't give up easily, right? Because I am motivated, I'm focused on the things that I'm doing, and I barely get distracted by what is going on around me, because there is a lot of pressure around you if you focus on what others are doing.
Definitely.
So I think I got that specific character from my mom and the way she's done things.
Sounds like an amazing woman.
That's great, man, having single mother. And that shapes you, know. People think like, you're still a baby, you didn't see, you can remember, but like, children see, children do, children remember. That's
Definitely.
Those sacrifices, seeing what your mom did, like you say, it builds your character. You don't give up. You become this type of human being where people don't even understand, but they don't understand it because they don't understand what you've been through. And it ties back to when you speak about women, you say you can go directly to say, speaking about my mom in a song, you could choose to be speaking about every woman out here, regardless of their race, but you understand the specific because you're the only one that saw it.
Yes,
you're close to home, definitely.
Exactly.
You staying in that lane because that's what you know best. You know, so
I'm not sure how old you were when your mom was, running in the traffic with your sister and you at the back and all the stuff. But did you actually recognize all the stuff that she was doing at that age, or that's something
I did, but at that age I was like, it's part of it. And then you understand it when
later.
When you grow. As you're growing, you understand the sacrifices that she was making back then. And I don't remember the specific age, but I remember I was in kindergarten. Yes. So busy road, busy traffic, trying to get the bus home. I remember all that, details. So it's like basically, you were still too young, but you kind of thought that's expected. You know what? It's my mom. She should take care of me, right? Exactly.
Well, you did appreciate it later when you're like, wow, that's not just something that anyone would do, right?
Mostly until you start paying your own bills. So you realize, shit, what she was doing was actually tough. We were like 3 children at home. We're like, I'm alone. I'm struggling. Imagine she has to go through it. Like you said, being in Africa, it's hot. The traffic, people trying to get on one bus, everyone is squeezing, and that's a mom with 2 children.
Yes.
Man, come on.
And then at the point when things get better and things start going the way you want it to go, now we don't have to go pick the bus. We can drive to work. Dad is driving to work, mom is driving us to school and then to work. And then you get the feeling that you deserve it because you've been through a lot. That is when you start recognizing the things that you didn't realize back then. It's,
but would you say you were stubborn as a child?
No, I'm the middle child. I'm the middle child of 3. And then my dad has my half siblings as well. So we're basically siblings. But at that time, we were 3.
Okay.
And I was the middle child, so I basically got away with everything. It's like, normally they say the oldest is the assistant parent in Africa. So the assistant parent is always the one getting all the heat from the parents. And then the middle child is like in between. Right? It's like nobody sees the middle child. But then at the same time, you're in the middle, assistant parents gets all the chores, all the heat, everything, and then they'll send it back to you. Like, hey, mommy's not there. If you don't do this. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. And what do? I pass it to the next one because I'm in the middle. So I was always, okay, just give it to me.
Either number 1 you keep it or give it number 3.
I give it to number 3. So I feel like I was very neutral. And everybody looked at me as the calm one, the one that wasn't causing any troubles. But it's because you thought I did what you gave me to do. But no, my younger brother did it. So I remember that. Even throughout school, when I go to school, I was like, he's a good boy. I'm like, okay.
You don't know.
So my big sister was getting a lot of the heat. My dad was stricter with my sister. And I was like, me, I'm the calm one. I don't do anything.
You only come out after dark. You black ghost.
Exactly. So that was what I was explaining initially, that you have like one character at home and then a different character when you're with your friends or in school.
Nice one. And going back to your music, you mentioned, it's mommy, it's Ghana, it's bringing people together, right? And I could see that in Ayiko and Go Getter.
Go get him, man. Go get him, man. Man, what a hit, bro.
What is the story in Go Getter, though?
Go Getter is just basically boost. Basically, it's like a motivation song. It's like you can do whatever you want to do, and you don't care if you're standing in the middle of Buckingham Palace with people from all over the world watching you. It's like what you want to do, you do it. Tunnel vision, do what you want to do. If it doesn't work, go back, do it again. You don't fall and stay down. You just get up and go get it. So that was basically what it was about. And if you see in the music video as well, it basically includes people from all over the world. Right in front of Buckingham Palace, where we have Asians, Europeans, Africans, everywhere, Americans everywhere, singing along to the song. And that is something that it's a different energy.
Definitely. I mean, I could tell. That's why I was like, you know what, let me ask the story behind that music, right? Because I saw in the video as well, like you mentioned, it's in London, Buckingham Palace, and people from different backgrounds singing to that lyrics. I'm like,
And another credit I'm gonna give you, man, because there is a lot of artists that we know, Africans, especially today, even from Ghana or Nigeria, but most of them would sing in English. One thing that I admire about you, bro, singing on beats and rapping on beats in your own language, your native tongue. Man, I haven't seen somebody who does it consistently as much as you do. That's really good. And that's being ignored. You know how crazy I'm from Congolese. If I can sit here and rap in Swahili, that's tough. Because when you rap, we only hear people that are singing English or French, those languages that people understand the most. Because that's when you feel like, I understand the lyrics, so I can enjoy the song. But if you actually understand what you were saying and hear the beats, first of all, it's tough, it's hard. So that man, that's really good, bro.
So I try to kind of mix the the languages. So I don't have a song which is like entirely in the Ghanaian language, and I don't have a song that is entirely in English. Maybe some, but I try to mix it up a little bit to get that little spice in there.
Yeah, I think you even have some Norwegian words as well.
Yes,
in some of
so
the
I have
songs.
some of the songs with Norwegian as well. So you catch me rapping in 3 different languages on one song, right? And it's just because I just want that dynamic and that different sound as well to get somebody to go back and be like, oh, what did he say there? I didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And basically just combine the culture. And what made me started rapping in Tree, as it's called, or Akan, is because after moving to Norway, my the idea was that I'm not gonna forget where I'm coming from.
No.
Right? And language was one of them. I'm gonna learn a new language, but I'm not gonna forget mine.
No.
And in order not to forget it, I need to keep training and practicing on it.
Yeah.
So that is what I did. And I couldn't write Tree as much as I can now.
Oh, wow.
So when I started writing in Tree and trying to, that was when I actually learned how to write in Tree. So I learned it here. I didn't learn it in Ghana.
Really? Wow,
but then I could speak the language, but I didn't know how to write it. But then I practiced on writing it, and I started using it in my music. And suddenly it's like all over in every song that I make.
Well
done. Self-taught.
Yeah. Well done, man.
So there's something in Ghana that kind of a belief or part of we have like these symbols that kind of reflects our Akan culture, you know, and one of them is like a saying, it's like Sankofa, meaning go back and get it. And you have this like Edinkra symbols, which kind of reflect some of the things that Akan people believe in. So Sankofa, 2 of these symbols are very close. In everything I do, I use these symbols very much. And that one, the first one is Sankofa, which means go back to your roots, right? So whatever you're doing now, never forget your background. That's Sankofa. And then the other one is Je Nyame, which is basically only God. So it means without God, there is nothing, basically. So I use these ones a lot as my motivation. And that is also part of the reason why I would probably always be thinking that, I'm never gonna forget what is behind me, where I came from. Never forget your background. So then you have something in front of you, and then you have something behind you, and then you have kind of the best of both worlds, right? So Norway is giving me a lot of good things, and then I still have a lot of good things in Ghana as well. And combining that culture, that is a superpower.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was about to say, that is like an advantage for you, right? Being able to mix the Norwegian culture, the Ghanaian culture, the languages that you are using in your music, that's a huge advantage. And also, just doing music as well, you don't necessarily have to do it in English or French, like you said, right? Because I think, is it Asake, right? They say he don't speak English that well.
No.
Right? So it's like he's just doing it. I don't know whether it's Igbo or which language it is.
It still works. But also my point was, if you listen to Afro today, it's more like, love music and then, other type of genre, but barely rapping in your own native. I don't know many rap artists that actually rap in their native language, because you do rap a lot.
Would you say Black Sheriff?
Not in the diaspora.
Right. No.
Yeah, people locally in Ghana rap.
Yeah, I was about to say Black Sheriff is Ghanaian, right?
He's Ghanaian. Yes.
Yeah, he does. He does some rapping. Would you say?
A lot in Ghana.
He's probably the only one that I've heard do that a lot. And his bangers, bro.
Oof. Yeah, and then you have Sarkodie as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's true. He's the OG though.
Where is he, man? Where is he? I miss him.
Well, I don't know. You need to get him featuring with Sarkodie, man. Black Sheriff.
Time will tell.
Maybe that's a feature in the future.
That would be nice.
Feature in the future. That was a rhyme right there.
Yeah. I know that you are very involved in community and youth development and working with youths in general, right? At the same time, that is a career you've chosen, isn't it? Right? Could you tell us more about that aspect of your career?
Okay, so I have a bachelor in international social work. So basically, what I do when I'm not doing music is working with teens and the youth. And it's basically creating like meeting places for teenagers to come, meet new people, maybe sit down and have a talk, focus on like relevant stuff in the community. So that's basically what I do in Red Cross. And then I have like volunteers that I recruit to work with these teens. So that is what I do. And I basically like working with teens. And this is something that I also can combine with my
creative
life as an artist or my creative sessions, because then you can have teens that would like to learn how to write a song or how to record or stuff like that. So you can combine it, like organize events. That's something that I've done a lot, and I have that advantage. If I'm gonna, we have to organize a Red Cross event or something. Then I know I've done it before. I can contact this person. I can do this. I can do that.
Definitely.
So it's
because you are also, I know you are working also with something similar, or at least you want to do something in Ghana, right? Because coming to Norway, I'm guessing that kind of also, it's sort of a motivation as well, because you came to Norway, didn't know the language, didn't know the culture, right? So having someone that could have shown you around, show you the ropes, is basically the same thing that you're doing now.
Basically, it's, because I can see myself back in 2005 in a new in a new country, new language, and not knowing what exists, what I can be part of, and what is organized for teens at my age, right? I didn't know that. But then I think that was also part of what delayed me coming back to music as well.
I see.
But then after I learned Norwegian and after I got to the point where I felt like, okay, now I feel safe in this community. I started volunteering for Red Cross and Save the Children. And the parts that I was more involved in or interested in was immigrants coming in. Basically, being there for immigrants, showing them around, telling them this you can do, you have these opportunities here, you have this and that and that. You know, most people come with no privileges, right? So they need to sometimes be integrated and understand what is going on and how things work. And it's tough when you're new. So I think I chose that path because it kind of reminds me of me as an immigrant, newly arrived immigrant that didn't know anybody, right? So I know, okay, if somebody is coming and they have the chance to get that little help or that push to show them into the right direction, then I can do that. So I like working with that.
That's actually really good, because even I think you kind of spoke about it a little bit earlier in the conversation. Is coming here, I'm going to speak on behalf of all Black people. I mean, even if I go to some city, it can take me 6 months. Then you see a brother passing by, you're like, oh, there is a Black people here. I'm surprised. So having that and be able to help people, like there's a community of people like you here. So you don't have to come to a place like this, I have to wait long enough to be like, oh, so there's people like me. But if you get them in 1 week, 2 weeks, be like, hey, be a member of Comic. You want to be a member of this program, and then you meet people like you. It kind of make you feel like, okay, now I can breathe. Like I can relax.
It makes the transition easier. Right? So, but how do you? I'm sure maybe there is some program with the government knowing exactly when these new youths or individuals are coming to the country, or how do you attract them?
We don't have like a specific like direction, like these people are coming or that people are coming. It's only specific when it's like, let's say the Ukrainian war, when we know that there are immigrants coming, then we will adjust ourselves to receive them. But that is something that is organized in Red Cross. So basically I'm just an employee in Red Cross, and then I just follow the guidelines. But then we advertise our activities, we advertise our resource centers, whatever we're doing, we advertise it, and specifically towards that target group.
I see.
Yes.
I see.
So then we will get to them eventually.
Yeah,
we work together with the schools,
Yeah.
and the schools are basically the ones that receive these people when they come.
I see.
So then the schools also do a promo or advertise for us, and we get them as well to our activities. Yeah, basically.
It's a good collaboration to get them integrated in the system and in the Norwegian culture or system.
Good, man.
Yeah. I am also basically, we have spoken about a lot of things here, right? But I'm curious on some of the, say, advice or some of the advice that you would give a diaspora outside of Africa, for example, right? Living in Norway, Europe, wherever, Scandinavia, right? What would you tell them, a youth or someone just curious?
Yeah. I mean, most of us, we come from different backgrounds,
Definitely.
right? But then there are a lot of opportunities here on this side, right?
Yeah.
It's probably not what everybody is expecting, like entertainment-wise, the nature of the people and everything, but there are opportunities here that we don't have back home.
Definitely.
So my advice would be, one, make use of the opportunities. Don't waste the opportunities when you enter a country where there's so much opportunities. That's one. And then two, I mean, it's a cold world, right? And I don't mean that in a literal sense. It's a cold world. So just like literally when the winter comes, we put on our jackets. I would say put on your jacket and be prepared for the cold world that is coming. So don't be influenced by negativity or things that would kind of bring you down, but just be prepared to face it. It knocks you down, you get back up and try to focus on yours rather than other people's. Everybody's running their own race, basically.
But have you experienced any, call it, challenges, whether that was coming to Norway or working with your music or your career at working with youths, that, if you had the opportunity over again, you would have done things differently?
I feel like I learn. So normally it's not about doing things differently, but it's more about where you're going for me. So that is where the fall and get up again comes in. So if you are focused on one thing that you're trying to achieve, I think the best thing is to focus on it and achieve it, try to achieve it. It may not always come out the way you want it, but it will come out in a different form that will work as good as well.
100%.
So you learn and then you move with what you've learned and you get wiser every time you fall. So basically, don't be distracted by everything that is around you. We have a community, or we live in a society where there's a lot of pressure. People are pressurized about how old they are. People are pressurized about what their friends are doing and where they are in life and where, But as a diaspora, you need to work harder than most to actually get to where you want to get to. So I think that should be the focus and know where people are going, because we don't always know where people started.
No.
So you have your own race, you start where you start, and then you keep going from there. I watched a video clip of, I think it was a high school teacher or something, gym teacher, who lined up a group of students like on a line, and it was like mentioning like different things that they've achieved in life. Like, did you have a father and a mother growing up? If you did, one step forward. And did you have 3 meals a day, for example? Step forward, And then you see that people have different starts in life. Not everybody has that privileges, right? So if you come to a country like this, and even in this country, not just diasporas, people have different starting points
in life.
So when you get to a place like this, I feel like the focus shouldn't be on what somebody is doing, but what you're achieving. And the trick is, if you see that what you did yesterday is done, and what you're doing today is better than what you did yesterday, then you are moving. It's not how fast or how slow you move. It's what you're achieving. So basically, I would tell the diaspora, everybody in the diaspora, that focus on yours, take the opportunities that you get, and basically just focus, don't be distracted. Put on your jacket in this cold world, basically.
It's really, really, that's actually a really good question first, and that's really well explained, because I kind of like, maybe it's the same video or a video that is different from that. And the coach was basically telling everyone to move when he had these different questions. But the funny thing was at the end, a lot of or black kids, wherever, they were standing at the same
start,
most of the time. But at the end, he said, this is why, like I say, I agree with you, you have to focus on what you're doing. Because he said at the end, if I was giving these kids that were standing back and haven't moved the same opportunity as you guys that have moved every time I say something, they would smoke you guys. So be happy where you are. Take those opportunities. Understand that you are lucky and should keep going, because there's someone here waiting for that one chance, bro. Hungry to just turn the car on.
And at the same time, what you said, be satisfied with where you are and keep going, because there's always someone that wishes they were you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That is something that I learned, like growing up. Okay, maybe you don't have much, but okay, you have 1 meal a day. There's someone that has nothing a day. So just focus on yours and try to help those you can help. But then focus on yourself, basically.
100%. Yeah. Again, we had some good conversation here, man. And we are reaching the end of our conversation.
Because I feel like your conversation have been like, I feel like the way you've lived your life and the songs that you release kind of like make sense. I want to know about melanin and oval.
Oh, yeah.
Melanin is, how?
Melanin?
Yeah.
How did you... Because that song, man, every time I listen to it, bro.
Okay, so what is the question? Like how I made melanin, or the story behind melanin?
What the story behind it? I think
the story behind it and overdose.
Melanin.
Okay, so Overdose was actually a kind of a song that I made just to pave the way for melanin.
Oh.
So there was no big issue behind that.
See, that sounds like it's kind of
because I had not
that question, brother.
Yes, because I had not released a song for some time, and normally when I'm planning projects, I like to create a little bit of a buzz before I release the main thing. So then Overdose, I was just sitting down one day. I got the beat, I started writing, and then I felt the vibe. Like the vibe was more like driving home, sunset, driving home to whoever is home, I don't know, and basically vibing in my car, right? And I was like, okay, overdose. The person that is home is probably giving me an overdose of love, whatever. So I'm like, okay, fine. So I just created that scene. And it doesn't necessarily have to be true, but it was just that vibe that I was in at the moment. So then I created that scene, and then I pictured it, and then I just wrote the song. And then released the song, and then I was like, okay, the next one is Melanin. So let me just put Overdose out here, and then go into kind of, while I'm promoting it, get more eyes on it, and then start working on Melanin.
Let me see if I got it correctly. So you had Melanin already written ready, but you needed something to release before Melanin is actually released.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So Overdose came and it was like, I can release.
Yes.
All right.
And then Melanin was basically the colorful aspect of what I do. Basically praising, again, when we say women,
women,
powerful women, strong women, in this case, it was specifically black women. Yes. And that is what Melanin is. So praising them. And it's not taking anything away from other women. No. Now I'm in Ghana. This is what I see. I see a colorful culture. I see the beautiful clothes. I see people, the energy of people. And that is what I want to praise now. So 100%. It's Melanin.
He was like to all my melanin
So And then I don't know if you heard the song as well. I mentioned the names of these, the names that we mentioned in here. We mentioned here earlier, the names of the week. I mentioned Akosia, Bena, all those names in the Melanin song. So it was specifically for the black Ghanaian women.
Okay, interesting. Could you then walk through the Ghanaian lady's name then? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Yeah, I have to think. I have to translate it. I have to translate it in my head. So
should people expect any new projects, an EP or album or release of a single from you, say by within the end of this year, for example? Is there anything coming up?
So I'm actually working on an EP now.
Yeah.
That is scheduled to release this year.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's something that I'm working on now.
Yeah.
And definitely there's gonna be a couple of singles before that.
I
see. I'm working for this year.
Yeah.
So,
do you have any dates ready, or we should just
just wait and see?
I see.
That's why it's good that you ask that, because if there's one guy that you never know what he's working on, you just see boom, here it is. Like, oh, you've been working until now.
Yeah.
So
right.
wait and see. It's coming.
Yeah. Well, awesome, man. You have any more questions, brother?
No, man, it's good. I'm just happy. I just want to hear more. I will sit here listening to you all day. And that song, Melanin, trust me, I listen to it every weekend.
Yeah.
That was nice one. Yes, again, thank you so much for your time, bro. So, is there anything else you'd like to add to this episode before we
I think you guys have started well and doing a very good job. So keep doing it. I can't wait to see which other guests are coming on this show.
You're excited
if you have any...
I like the energy here, so keep it going.
Thank you so much.
And like you just say, for any Ghanaian young men out there that wanna be Ghanaba, what will you tell them? Like, is there anything you leave them with?
Focus. Focus is most important. Like,
that is so concise and so short.
Focus. That's all.
Focus.
Keep it simple. Focus.
Yeah.
So know what you want to do. If you don't know what you want to do, try and explore a little bit. Don't rush into things.
Maybe seek help as well.
Yes,
seek advice.
Seek help. Explore. Kind of eliminates the things that you don't want, and then try to focus on what you want to do. Eventually, it doesn't take one day to figure out what you want to do. So just focus and try and figure out.
That's actually good. I don't think we had a guest here that said focus since we've been having this, which is good. Like, because you can't lose focus of what you. The more focused you are, the more.
And the opposite of focus is distractions. And that is what I explained earlier. Like, if you're distracted about things that are around you, you lose your focus, right? So don't be influenced by things that are happening around you. Try to be in your space. At the end of the day, it's your race, and you're going in your direction. So that's basically,
it's a marathon, they say.
It's
right?
you versus you.
Exactly.
All right, cool. Again, I really appreciate you coming in and sharing your story.
Yes, sir.
Right. I picked up some new stuff about Ghana. This has been an inspiring and a lecture about history as well.
Really. It's like I was speaking into your world, into your music, like having conversation with you. Every I feel like every time we ask you a question and you talked about life, and then we go into a song, and I'm like, wait, that song's kind of like relates to it.
It's related, you know, child of Ghana. So
exactly.
Yeah. Awesome. Again, thank you so much for your time, and best of luck with all your projects. I can't wait to see you releasing your singles, your EP, the album. And of course, we'll come around and share some love and support. Right?
Yes, sir.
So that's it. And before we wrap up, thank you so much for tuning in and watching the episode. And just a quick heads up as well. We've seen that we have a lot of people tuning in to watch the episodes, and over 83% of you do watch our YouTube videos but have not subscribed. So please do subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow us on all social platforms. Your support shows that you guys are appreciating the work we do, and that helps us to create more episodes. So please do subscribe, share, and comment to the podcast. And until next time, take care. Thank you.
Yes.